Hey guys, welcome to the recap for part 2 of our series, Discovering Your Story. Last night we talked a lot about our sins, our list of sins that we've done, even if some of them seem a bit strange in the passage that we were in, and that maybe even if we have not had that apply to our lives, but maybe eventually it may come up, or that we have a friend or somebody that we know may go through it. So whatever it might be, whether we deal with it now or later, or we have a friend going through it, that we should pay attention to what the Bible is teaching us. And so last night we were in 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 11, and it really talked about how some of us have inherited the kingdom of heaven because we've been cleansed, we've been made holy, we've been made right with God. And to know that just because our story has a beginning, and we may be in the middle of our story, that we can change it up. And that was last night's theme, was change it up. We know that the story has a beginning and that God is the author of that story, but we become the editors. And so what it starts out being, the story, doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's got to end up. Just like a change-up pitch in baseball, how it starts out as a fastball, but then, slows down and it ends up not being the fastball. So it changes up. And so that was a challenge of last night. There's two, and one was, what are you needing to change up? Will you change it up? To know that the beginning of your story or the beginning of your hour, beginning of your week or your month or your day doesn't have to stay that same way, that you have the choice to change it up. And the second point is, what does our relationship with God actually look like? Is it something that we know, like we know about Jesus, we know of God, so we kind of have a relationship like this, but we share that even Satan believes in Jesus. Even the demons know who Jesus is. So what really separates us from them? And that is our relationship with God, that we can't just be knowing of Jesus, knowing about Jesus like this in a relationship where the hands can be pulled apart, but that a personal relationship with Jesus looks like this, where it's interlocking, it's personal, and it's not easily separated. So that was just part 2 of our 4-week series. So if you want to find out more, I'd love to see you guys on Sunday, but definitely come back Wednesday, 6:30 to 8 o'clock for part 3. See you then.